Hello, welcome to Not for Exam. I am your host Sujit, and we are going to talk about motion of a rigid body. You already know that rotation motion of a single particle is circular motion of a single particle. Then what about rotational motion of a system of particles? So let's first talk about system of particles. System of particles may be classified in two types. One is continuous system of particles and other is discrete system of particles. Also, a system of particles in the form of an extended body may be of two kinds, rigid body or non-rigid body. If relative separation of any two particles of the system remains constant, then this kind of system of particles is called a rigid body. And if this is the case, then the rigid body will be incompressible, inextensible and unbreakable. Also, it will not change its shape or size under any kind of force or under any general motion. Let's take a look at three different positions 1, 2 and 3 of a rigid body under a typical general motion. Distance between 2 points A and B in position 1, 2 and 3 are AB, A dash, B dash and A double dash, B double dash respectively. Then AB will be equal to A dash B dash, that will be equal to A double dash B double dash, since relative separation will remain constant. And this is true for any 2 points of the rigid body. Let's see 2 points B and O, then BO will be B dash O dash, that will be equal to B double dash O double dash. Also, if you imagine general motion of a rigid body, then you will be convinced that general motion of a rigid body may be very easy or may be very complex. Therefore, it is prudent that at initial level, we have to first understand some typical easy motions of a rigid body, which are pure translation motion of a rigid body, pure rotational motion of a rigid body and general plane motion of a rigid body. Let we first talk about pure translation motion of a rigid body. So, in pure translation motion of a rigid body, displacement of each particle of the rigid body is same, and you can easily convince yourself that this is possible when orientation of the rigid body does not change or body does not rotate during its motion. Let's take a look at pure translation motion of a rigid body. If displacement of a particle A in motion from position A to position A dash is RA vector, for particle B displacement is RB vector, for particle C it is RC vector, then RA vector will be equal to RB vector will be equal to RC vector and so on. Let this is equal to R vector, that is the displacement of each particle. Also, if total mass of the rigid body is m and displacement of center of mass is RCM vector, then by the property of center of mass we can write that mRCM vector is ma RA vector plus mb RB vector and so on, and that is equal to total mass into R vector. From this relation, for pure translation motion of a rigid body, we can write that displacement of center of mass will be equal to displacement of each particle of the rigid body, which we can call displacement of rigid body. If we differentiate this, then we get velocity of center of mass will be equal to velocity of each particle of the rigid body, which we can call velocity of the rigid body. Similarly, acceleration of center of mass will be acceleration of each particle of the rigid body, which we can call acceleration of the rigid body. From the above discussion, we can understand that pure translation motion of a rigid body is equivalent to motion of its center of mass. Thanks for watching Not for Exam, and we will see you next time.